Well, you're guaranteed to feel like a kid again in this next conversation that we're going to have as we speak to the CEO of Kidzania, David Ngobeni. Kidzania, I mean, it's quite a bold title already and kind of indicates potentially what we might be speaking about, but what is Kidzania?
Kidzania, to start off with, is a global brand, and it started off in Mexico. It's in 24 cities in the world at the moment, which includes London, Dubai, Singapore, Russia, and many others.
Yeah.
There is 18 under development, of which Joburg being one of them. So yes, it's a bold name. We wish we could claim it, but we can't. We found it there. Basically, we negotiated a license to bring it to South Africa. So it's a territorial license to bring it to South Africa. What is it? This is really, some people would refer to it as a theme park if they go there for the first time, an edutainment theme park, as they call it. But basically what it is it's a scaled down replica of a real city with transport, buildings, shops, and everything that is found in a real city. What differentiates it from a normal city is that it's got its own functioning economy, independent currency. So we actually refer our South African rands as foreign currency in our city. So basically that's what we're creating, but it's a place where kids get to role play different careers, get to learn through role play basically.
Certainly interesting to have a value proposition like that in 2018, when the huge criticism leveraged against parents is always that they just give their kid an iPad and give them their phone, and so much conversation around that. But this is a really great sort of physical manifestation of activity for kids. How are you designing it and sort of consistently designing it and creating a space that is engaging to kids with these shortened attention spans?
That's a very good question. I mean, I think when I started, I said it's a global brand. So this was developed by educators, and they are constantly upgrading it as times are changing in our lives. And so we have the franchise for South Africa. We contribute to what they add on to, because even though it's a global brand and most of the things you have to kind of refer back to the license or franchise, or if you may call them that. We, for example, in South Africa are going to have the first mine globally. We said we are a mining country, and we want to have a mine and mining establishment. And so Kidzania globally is going to have its first mining establishment. It's going to be established here in the city of gold.
So cool.
And it's going to be gold mining activity establishment as well. So yes, there are people working day and night to upgrade it.
How do we define edutainment in 2018? What does that word mean? It's a big buzzword and a holy grail, I guess, of combining education and entertainment, specifically when it comes to kids, keeping them engaged while they're learning. But how do you guys define it?
How does Kidzania define edutainment? So this is now offering education or delivering education in an entertaining way. That's how I define it. For example, let's talk of, maybe let's just give a few examples of what we have. Most of the people heard of a Boeing being moved to 4 ways, and what is it all about, you know? This is that was for aviation establishment. For those who want to be pilots, for example, or they want to work in the aviation industry. It's, you know, sometimes we just think working in aviation is all about being a pilot. It's not that. There's cabin crew, there's ground staff, there's people who do different things. I mean, even when you go there, those who do safety demonstrations and all that. So we're going to have those simulators there. It's going to cost us millions to put them there. And so when you say edutainment, they actually going to learn how to fly and land a plane using simulators very close to the same ones that trainee pilots use. And so edutainment in our world is very close to reality type stuff. So we don't just go there and say, you know, if you do, for example, like I think I just gave you aviation as one, and those want to be pilots. Radio, we're going to have a real working station, radio station, and Jacaranda, our partner there. So what we do is, there's a few things to it. One is close to reality, if not reality itself. For example, like I said, the radio that is going to be in Kidzania for a radio establishment, those want to role play different careers in radio. They can actually experience a station, a studio that's a real studio that can actually broadcast to the nation.
Wow.
So that's number one. And number two, we have real brands partnering with us, and they can actually take so that they can actually take the experience outside.
Fantastic.
The facility as well. So there's quite a few things that are quite special about Kidzania and then how we offer our entertainment. So you're actually learning new things and in an entertaining way. But if you being a DJ, you get taught what it's all about being a DJ, sometimes a bit of history about it, as well as then actually getting to do it and taking something home, whether it's a video clip or a link you can download and stuff like that. That's how we define it.
Very exciting conversation, it certainly is. So connecting with Kidzania in South Africa and the brand, where are we at? What's the status?
So we've signed quite a few brands. We've signed over 30 brands.
Wow.
Yes, and I would say close to about a distinction of them, the international brands. Whether they are homegrown brand that became international or whatever. So we've signed quite a lot. So there's been a lot of outtake from blue chip brands and
fantastic.
And in terms of opening, we've been planning all this time to open on the 1st of December. We might have some slight delays because part of our box was issued a little bit late, as you know, with construction of the malls and stuff. So we might be 2 months or so behind what we end up 2 months.
It's okay, good things come to those who wait.
But it's not going to be a long wait. It's going to be just maybe 2 months or so. We did our launch in April, and we moved the plane just before that, and the plane is actually going to be mounted in the inside the mall now properly within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Fantastic. Well, it's very, very exciting. I may be more excited than the average kid because it sounds fantastic. The broadcasting component, aviation is very exciting. Well, we're excited about Kidzania, so thank you so much for stopping by to tell us a little bit more about it. In South Africa, that there is a CEO, David Ngobeni, whose kids probably say that he's the coolest dad versus all the other kids at school. David, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.